reflect by a 5-0 vote, RT Rogers and Safe and Sound will be pulled from the bills and handled separately. We have under, let me find it here, personnel, under personnel contract termination. We have Harvey Ward listed. So that has, that's already on the agenda. So do we need to approve that? Okay.
But it was added after.
Okay. So let's go ahead and just I'll make a motion that we add Harvey Ward under the contract termination portion of the personnel.
Did you say?
Motion by myself, seconded by Mr. McBride, that we add Harvey Ward under contract termination. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed? Abstaining? Minutes reflect by a 5-0 vote that we will also handle Harvey Ward under contract termination. Item, any other agenda items or adjustments?
I guess I'll just go ahead and make a motion to, strike Angela Rivera, Summers County Area CEO, under presentations for this meeting, and we'll put that on the next week's, or next month's agenda. Next meeting's agenda. There we go.
I'll second.
We have a motion on the floor by Mrs. Harvey, seconded by Mrs. Farley to strike Ms. Riviera from presentations for Summers County ARH, and that be added to the next meeting agenda, next regular meeting. Any discussion? All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstaining? Let the minutes reflect by a 5-0 vote, we will strike Ms. Rivera, Summers County ARH from this agenda and add to the next agenda. Any other adjustments?
Make a motion that we approve the agenda with the aforementioned adjustments.
Second. We have a motion by Mrs. Harvey, seconded by Mr. McBride, that we approve the agenda with the aforementioned adjustments. Any discussion? All in favor, please say aye. Opposed? Abstaining? Let the minutes reflect by a 5-0 vote, the agenda with the aforementioned changes has been approved. Item 4, pause for applause. We have Ms. Kristen Richmond, National Board Certified Teacher.
Congratulations.
We would just like to recognize Ms. Richmond because going through the National Board Certification process is quite an ordeal. And if she would like to come forward and say anything about it, I think the last time we did this, maybe we got some.
We could also present her with a cupcake.
Yes, yeah. Thank you. I don't have too much to say. It is a long process. But I would encourage anybody that's interested to go for it. Our state gives phenomenal support for national boards, probably more than any other state that I've heard of anyway. Because you get a mentor, they walk you through the whole process. They'll even help you get feedback to your papers before you turn them in and all the things. And so, I do think it makes you a much better educator, makes you really reflective. It's a process that makes you think about why you do every single little thing that you do when you teach. And, you know, I think once you've gone through the process, you kind of drink the Kool-Aid and you see, you see why it's important. So I would just encourage our county, especially, we're very thankful to be supported in the way that you all support us through that process. So, yeah, that's it. And I'm glad it's over.
So you let it out the part where
You submit in May and then you wait until December to find out. So it's like, sometimes it goes to the back of your mind and then it pops to the front of your mind and your stomach drops and, and then December rolls around and the scores are released. So, yeah,
Great.
You left out
Yeah.
the part where your check's a little nicer.
my check's quite a bit nicer.
That's
Quite a
good.
bit nicer.
That's
Yeah.
good.
Between the state, the county, it really is a good encouragement for people to go for it. And our state reimburses you the amount that you spend to get certified. So you really are out no money at the end of it if you certify. So,
So what were your biggest fears or challenges in taking it? And then what would you tell
Right.
other
I think that just the time management piece of it seems very daunting because when you get every component in the area that you choose, it seems very overwhelming. But if you take it through the timeline that they give you and just really focus on one piece at a time, but in the back of your mind, keep ideas about what you're going to do for the next piece. I mean, I think if you can just break it into small chunks, it makes it much more achievable. Not that it wasn't stressful, it was very stressful, but still worth it. So I think it does seem overwhelming at first. You go to the 2-day conference where they give you this humongous binder and tell you how scary it is, and they tell you the percentage of people that pass, their first try and how low it is. And I mean, it does seem very overwhelming, but leaning into that mentor program that they provide. And especially in our county now, we have quite a few nationally board certified teachers that are, I know they were very helpful for me. And so those were kind of unofficial mentors. And so I think just really letting people help you and taking feedback, you have to be really open-minded that you can always get better. So, that's what I would say.
Well,
What
thank
was
you.
your
Thank you
area?
very much.
Literacy, literacy. Yep.
Yep. Well, thank you for the efforts put into it.
Thank you.
Thank
you.
Picture.
Yep. Make sure Sadie doesn't get you a cupcake.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get her a cupcake.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank-
All right, we'll skip item 5, presentations. That's been struck from our agenda, postponed. Public comment, do we have any?
No.
Okay. Item 7, approval of minutes. We have before us the December 30th regular meeting minutes.
I'll make a motion that we approve the December 30th regular meeting minutes.
I'll second.
We have a motion by Mrs. Harvey, seconded by Mrs. Farley, that we approve the December 30th regular meeting minutes. Any discussion? All in favor, please say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstaining? Let the minutes reflect by a 5-0 vote that the December 30th regular meeting minutes have been approved.
I finally remembered to announce that I'll be recusing myself because of conflict of interest with the following bills.
And for the audio recording, if anyone didn't hear that, Mr. Brogan indicated that he was recusing himself for a conflict of interest for several bills we are getting ready to pay. So we have before us right now the bills for RT Rogers Oil Company and Safe and Sound Security Systems.
I make a motion that we pay Safe and Sound at RT Rogers.
Second.
We have a motion on the floor by Mrs. Farley, seconded by Mrs. Harvey, that we pay Safe and Sound and RT Rogers. Is there any discussion? All in favor, please say aye. Aye. Opposed, abstaining. Let the minutes reflect by a 4-0 vote. The bills for RT Rogers and Safe and Sound have been approved for payment, with Mr. Brogan recusing himself due to a conflict of interest. We have before us now the remainder of the bills.
Make a motion that we approve the remainder, that we pay the remainder of the bill.
Second.
We have a motion on the floor by Mrs. Harvey, seconded by Mr. McBride, that we pay the remainder of the bills. Any discussion? All in favor, please say aye. Aye. Opposed, abstaining. Let the minutes reflect by a 5-0 vote that the remainder of the bills have been approved for payment. Item 9, we have approval of transfers and supplements. You want to talk about these?
Basically, whenever you look at the transfers. Better yet, let's look at the supplement part first. These, whenever you see the negative part, the negative IDEA, that amount was, we had too much was actually budgeted for IDEA. So I had to reduce the amount of the IDEA budget. So that's why there's a negative IDEA. So I reduced the amount of the IDEA budget. Following grant awards through tuition reimbursement, those were added to the budget, so we had grant awards that came in for that. The negative CSI, that was actually within the budget, but we didn't have that grant award for fiscal year 26, those funds. CSI, for Bill 1641, those were funds that we actually received for this year. The grad coach, the 43535, we had to reduce that. And then the other ones, those supplements, those were increases in those grant awards. Then if you look at the top of those were transfers. Basically, what I had to do is with those were just moving funds within those grant projects to make sure certain areas had funds available within the grant. So, we weren't adding money or taking away any money. It was just moving within the grant to make sure certain areas had money within the grant. And with Fund 11 cleanup, that was, specifically with that one, may have been moving money from like, professional subs to service subs, but it was all within Fund 11.
I'll make a motion, we approve the transfer supplement.
Second. A motion by Mr. Brogan, seconded by Mr. McBride to approve the transfers and supplements. Any discussion? All in favor, please say aye. Aye. Opposed, abstaining. Let the minutes reflect by a 5-0 vote that the transfers and supplements have been approved. Item 10, old business discussion regarding May 2026 levy. As of right now, we still have a little more time as far as the deadline to file for the levy. And tomorrow we will be approaching the county commission about getting the levy on the ballot. Anything else that we need to talk about with that? You guys can think of? You all have anything?
We do appreciate the feedbacks that we received about, from the levy survey.
Yes.
Do we have a rough guesstimate of what this is gonna cost just to run it?
Whenever I talked to Lynn Reed, whenever I talked to her, she did not give me a cost of what it would run, what it would cost to run at the courthouse. So I do not know what that costs.
Okay, that's probably minimal. I just was curious, if anybody may have an idea that the attorney fee is probably gonna be the big part.
So I have not done research about what the attorney would be, so I have not done the cost of what it costs last time. So
Okay.
Well, my hopes are that because we have run this in the past, if we're using the same attorney, the framework's already there.
Yep.
So I'm hoping that that fee will be substantially less than it was previously. All right. No other discussion on item 10? All right, item 11, proof purchases over 25,000. I see none. Great. 11B, discussion or possible action to approve the following policies. We have a list of policies. This has been placed on the agenda and posted for the length of time. I'm not going to read all these because of the volume of these policies.
I'll make a motion, we approve the policies that are listed.
We have a motion by Mr. Brogan, seconded by Mrs. Harvey to approve the policies listed on the agenda. Any discussion? Is this the Does this finish up the policies that we have out for review? We have more. Do you know?
There,
Few more? Okay, thank you. Any other discussion?
We didn't receive any feedback.
Nope. Thank you, Renee. All in favor, please say aye. Aye. Opposed, abstaining. If the minutes reflect by a 5-0 vote, the policies listed on the agenda have been approved. Item 12, we have personnel, resignation and retirements, contract termination, leave of absence. Employment, extra duty, extracurricular, volunteer, employment substitute professional. And that looks like all of them. Um, 6-9A-4, paragraph 2, personnel.
I'd like to make a motion under West Virginia Code 6-9A-4, paragraph 2 for personnel that we go into executive session.
We have a motion by Mrs. Harvey, seconded by Mr. Brogan, according to West Virginia Code 6-9A-4, paragraph 2, personnel, that we go into executive session. Any discussion? All in favor, please say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Opposed, abstaining. Let the minutes reflect by a 5-0 vote, we will go into executive session. The time is 6:18 PM. What you got, Jay? Yeah. Okay.
Step out of it. Should go brief.
Yeah. You guys just want to step out since we have a small number here again?
Yep.
Okay. All right, we have before us now the superintendent's recommendation on personnel.
Make a motion that we accept the superintendent recommendation.
Right,
Second.
no,
Oh,
I need
wait,
to,
would you like to rescind your?
Yes, I would like to rescind my motion.
Okay.
I make a motion under employment substitute professional personnel that in regard to Peyton Phipps, under effective date, that rather than January 14th, we need to change that to TBD, to be determined. Do I get a second?
Second. Have a motion on the floor by Mrs. Farley, seconded by Mr. McBride, that under employment substitute professional personnel for Caden Phipps, that effective date be changed to be determined. Did I say that all correctly?
Correct.
Thank you. Any discussion? All in favor, please say aye. Aye. Opposed? Abstaining? Let the minutes reflect by a 5-0 vote that under employment substitute professional personnel Caden Phipps, the effective date will be to be determined.
Now make a motion to approve, or sorry, accept the superintendent's recommendation with the aforementioned change.
I'll second.
We have a motion by Mrs. Harvey, seconded by Mr. Brogan, to accept the superintendent's recommendation on personnel with the aforementioned change. Any discussion? All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstaining? Let the minutes reflect by a 5-0 vote. The superintendent's recommendation with the aforementioned change has been approved. Okay, item 13, superintendent's report.
The only thing I have is just a reminder again that personnel and the board office and the directors are taking personnel decisions very seriously. We've had our second meeting already, and then in the work session, we kind of updated the board. So just so everybody knows, we're really taking this very seriously this year. That's all I have.
All right, thank you. Item 14, discussion of next agenda. As for regarding this agenda that we're currently on, at the end of our work session, I mistakenly adjourned rather than go in, make a motion, we go into recess. So I would like to make a motion that at the end of our work session under item 5, that we rescind the adjournment. Second. So a motion by myself, seconded by Mr. McBride, that we rescind the adjournment under our work session, item 5. Any discussion? The reason for doing this is so we can continue this as one meeting. And the work session was open to the public as well as this one. And that way it'll be a continuous meeting. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstaining? Let the minutes reflect by a 5-0 vote that we will rescind the item 5 adjournment from the work session to make this one continuous meeting. As far as our next agenda, we did talk during our work session about some standing items that we would be looking at for both work sessions and potentially regular meeting agendas as well. That way, if something comes up, that it'll already be on our agenda to have the discussion over. Is there any other items that you all would like to have for our next meeting? I think we'll have to have levy discussion on there because we should have the levy order by that point. So
When will we have, benchmark testing?
Dr. Green, benchmark testing should be over
Yes, benchmark testing is actually happening this week,
and a little bit next week with elementary, I think.
and then, but in February, the principals will come to you all to present their.
I think Jumping Branch will present theirs at their LSIC at the end of the month.
And Kenton
Kenton area.
area.
And then
Those two schools, February.
that's right.
I'd like to ask ProStart if they would be willing to come to our next meeting so we could recognize them. They provided us food for our work session and they did a phenomenal job. So I would like to be able to recognize those students and their long-term sub as well. I'm assuming she's a long-term sub, their sub, so. Anything else for the next agenda? Think of, we talked about a lot today.
Yes, we have.
I also want to thank Mr. Cummings from State Department. He came in and presented to us. It was a very good interaction we had, and I felt like I came away more knowledgeable than prior to that. So hopefully everyone gained something from his visit as well. All right, as always, if you have anything for the agenda, you can reach out to Dr. Knott or myself, and we'll get that added on for you. Mr. McBride.
All right, I make a motion we adjourn. The time is 6:31.
We have a motion by Mr. McBride, seconded by Mrs. Harvey, that we adjourn. Time at 6:31. Any discussion? All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstaining? Let the minutes reflect by a 5-0 vote. This meeting is now adjourned.
Our next meeting on the 24th.
27th.